Brothers, we thought our biggest challenge was final exams or thesis defenses. But today, we're sitting in front of evidence that might change our entire lives.
These are just graphs to analyze. This is confession. Confession where to squeeze our energy and not benefit us at all.
I always thought my scariest moment was when 2018 said 30% similarity. But that was child's play compared to this.
Look at this, a smooth and confident curve. It starts in the 2000s until 83,799 with only 3 jobs. And then it jumps to 8 in the 80,000 until 85,999. And then 5, next 4, and then 5, and finally 4 in the 91,000s until 92,799.
Cumulative frequencies. By the end, we have 29 field chunk. But this number don't represent meaningful stability. They represent burst, emergency plugging of holes in the supply chain.
It's like patching a leaky bolt with tissue papers. It holds until it doesn't.
We are told to look at field jobs as proof of demand. But field doesn't mean fulfilled. These jobs are mostly manual, physically punishing, with zero promise of upward mobility.
And the interpretation report confirms it low skill role, minimal qualification, and high physical demand. People are treated like interchangeable cogs in a giant warehouse machine.
For us, it means sacrificing what we learned, business strategies, marketing plans, engineering designs, just to become temporary labor.
Post-COVID hiring surges distorted the numbers further. Jobs will fill quickly not to build careers, but it's to survive immediate logistic crisis.
You see this curve? You think growth, but it's not organic growth. It's driven by panic, not planning.
When we join these field jobs, we enter with pride. But we live with a broken back and an even more broken spirit.
Here's the real illusion. Vacancies range from 298 and 3547. Frequencies first interval 298 until 947 is 11. Next, for the next part 948 until 1597 is 8. For 1598 and 2247 is 7. Then 2. Then 1. And overall is 29.
At first glance, you think there's a massive pool of openings. But these are spikes. Misleading, short-lived, and to be frank, cruel.
Exactly. The interpretation report point out of that despite occasional high average. The median remain extremely low. This is why you see big flashy hiring fast, then suddenly silence.
We apply, get hopeful, maybe even celebrate our job interview, just to find out that the job ends even before our first loan payment is due.
Moreover, this temporary spike leaves us competing fiercely with thousands, while company can pay the cheapest, fastest, most compliant candidate.
The mental toll, huge. Rejection after rejection teaches us to lower our standards, abandon our actual fields, and settle for anything.
When vacancies vanish, we're left scrambling for gig roles, food delivery, warehouse shifts, even data entry.
These are vacancies. They are trapped disguised as opportunities.
Jobs created. Class interval 30 to 89 with 5, 90 to 149 with 7, 150 to 209 with 6, 210 to 269 with 3, and last one 270 to 329 with 8.
Never even touching 350. Compare this to our yearly graduation numbers, tens of thousands.
It's tragic math. We're fighting for seats in a bus that will never arrive. And even if it does, it only carries a few.
Interpretation report calls it lean operations, but let's call it what it really is. cost-cutting at the expense of human futures.
Instead of investing in mentorship and development, companies automate. They gigify everything. They outsource. Human potential reduced to disposable puzzle piece.
These new jobs are mostly dead ends, no benefits, no promotion path, no upskilling.
We didn't study for 4 years, endure group assignments from hell, and sacrifice sleep just to become temporary underpaid placeholders.
It's not future proofing, it's future crashing.
These small peaks on the line graph are like mirages in a desert. We run towards them, hoping for a real oasis. But as we get closer, they vanish.
We entered university full of energy, hungry to contribute. We believe in building. But this graph show we only seen as numbers, expendable, interchangeable.
With each rejection, we feel smaller. We start to doubt not just our resumes, but also our worth.
We want to innovate, to create strategies, build systems, lead teams, but instead we're funneled into the same repetitive, punishing cycle.
We become stuck, renting rooms indefinitely, postponing marriage, pausing family dreams, and even avoiding any large commitments.
This isn't just an economic issue. It's social, psychological, generational.
These graphs are tombstones for ambition. Each line and bar a silent eulogy for the future we imagine.
We are not lazy. We are not fragile. We are the victims of a system that forgot to care.
Companies must see us more than just a seasonal labor. They should invest in us, nurture us, and give us ladder that worth of climbing.
Policymakers should stop hiding behind slogans, enforce real labor protection, push permanent roles, create incentives for real human development.
We, the graduates, should stop normalizing hustle culture as a badge of honor. Survival mode shouldn't be our default setting.
We must reclaim our worth, fight for mentorship, fight for our opportunities.
These graphs doesn't have to be this way. They can be evidence of change if we all demand for it.
The line graph, the histogram, the ogive, they are not final judgment, they are calls for action.
Let them become our protest sign, loud, clear, and undeniable.